Welcome back guys to GTS-Tech. Today we are going to just do a very quick video on how to install a network monitor extension on our VMs and then go and create alerts to let us know when communication breaks between those two VMs. So what you're looking at now is my the VNet that I've just created. So as you can see, there are a number of subnets. So you have a front end and a back end pool, you have an Azure Bastion subnet, and you have an Azure Firewall subnet. I've created 3 NICs, so network interface cards, 1 network security group, and I've hung 3 VMs called VM1, VM2 and VM3 and connected them to those NICs. You can see there was a load balance there, and that load balance has a front end and a back end pool. So with those created, now what we're going to do is go into each of the VMs and enable the extensions. So the first VM. So first of all, we're going to go into virtual machines, and you can just type virtual machines up there if you don't have a shortcut. We're going to go into the first one. We're going to go into extensions, add, and then we're going to look for the network watch agent for Windows, create, and OK. While we're cracking on with that one, let's go to the next one, add extensions, add, and then the last one, with that installed, we're now going to go over to Network Watcher. So putting Network Watcher in the top, so Network Watcher, you can see once again the topology is there. Let's just quickly bring that up. So there's your topology, quite a nice view of that, and you're able to download that. You're also able to pin that to a dashboard. Connection monitor, so you want to leave the connection monitor classic alone. That's going to be decommissioned. I think I want to say it's about the 24th of February 2024, but they're already saying you should be migrating these to the new connection monitor. So we create a new connection monitor. Connection monitor name is myconmon01, nice and simple. It's in there. It's going to create a workspace configuration for me. We're going to go to test groups, and we're going to add a source. You'll see that it's got a subscription, a resource group, a VNet and a subnet. We're going to remain with VNet, and we're just going to go with we would like to see communication between VM1, and then we say add test configuration, and we want to be able to say something nice and simple, my connect mon01, and we would like to see there's ICMP communication between the two. It's going to test frequency every 30 seconds. You'll just see that things are being deployed as we're going through. Every 30 seconds check. If it has 5, it's allowed to have up to 5 failures without reporting a fail. Round trip time should take no more than 15 seconds, so if it does, I'd like to know about that. And then we come up with the add destination. Again, we're going to leave it on VNet. Just going to drill down until we end up with a VM, so we're going to start with that one. So this is going to monitor communication between VM1 and VM2, and for all I know, that may be the most critical thing, and we'll set up an alert to make sure that we are aware that is happening. Add test group. Okay, done. I need to add test group name, so my test group 1. Let's call it 01. And we'll add test groups. There you go. Review and create, and then we are going to create that. So this should take a couple of minutes to come on screen, but we can just do a quick refresh. There you go. Status is green. That's the first thing. Let's create an alert to let us know if that goes down at any point. So we're just going to create. We are going to add a condition. The condition type is going to be based on metrics, and we will say checks failed percentage is a good one. Let's just go over there. So you end up with a, don't you have got that one. So it's either going to be static or dynamic. If it's static, you are going to create the operator, the aggregation type, and the threshold value. If it's dynamic, it's going to go away and learn what is the norm, and then base the alerts on those. What we're going to do is do a static rule this time. So it's greater than, and then we're just going to say count greater than, count will do, and threshold value is 5. So if it fails more than 5 times, it's going to fail first of all, and it's going to send us an alert to say that it has failed. And then we'll leave that all as default. And as you can see, there is a cost to setting up this alert, and we're then going to do action groups. We don't have an action group at the moment, so we might as well go through them and create one. My action group is my act group 01. Nice and simple. Notifications, notification type. I'm just going to put a fake phone number in here. So my alert, what we're going to call it, my alert mess. That should do, shouldn't it? We shall do 1. I shall at least put it in the UK, and then then stop when it suddenly puts an arrow there. Is that it? Perfect. So that's a fake phone number, and we're going to press OK, and we then have our alert, notifications, review, create. So alert name is comms VMs 01. Should be enough. Network watcher. 3 informational. So how critical is this going to be? So if one of those machines goes down, or there is a lack of communication in the two, we want to know, because quite frankly it's going to take one of the 3 machines behind our load balancer down. So let's just say at this point it is an error. We don't need it to be critical because we know that the service is going to continue running. So at this point it's just going to be an error. Create rule, and that rule will get created. It's just in the process of doing it, and when it sees, you'll see another line under here, and that will, let's just refresh that again, back. Still nothing, is there? There we go, alerts 1. So let's turn one of our VMs off. Let's turn VM2 off. So let's go into virtual machines. You can see virtual machines, but if you don't have that link, just put virt in there, and virtual machines is. We're going to go to virtual machine, and we are going to deliberately stop it. So refresh. It's not stopped yet, but it is in the process of doing it. So let's quickly look up there. So that says it's executed successfully. So we don't need to see that any longer. Let's refresh again. Refresh again. This part can be quite right. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to stop the video, and I'll come back when that has stopped. Oh, there you go. It's stopped. Didn't need to touch the video. Okay. So the next one, we are now going to go back onto Network Monitor, which are shortcuts there, but you can just say Network Monitor. If I could spell correctly twice in a row. Wow, must be very early. Network Monitor. I'm going to go to Connection Monitor. It's going to come back. Refresh. And what we should see is it is going to, as long as I've shut down the right virtual machine, we should start to get a status. Right, so it's going to go 5 times. So every 30 seconds, 5 times, you're going to see it fail soon. So what I'm going to do is I shall come, there you go. You can go into there. Is it giving us any information? There we go. Virtual machine is not allocated. So it tells you why it's not why the connection has failed. So that's it, guys, nice and simple. So thanks for watching. Hope that was useful for some. You take it easy, look after yourselves, and I shall see you for the next video. Bye.